So, I know what you guys are thinking. How the heck are you going to ride a motorcycle in this weather, Joseph? Well, you see, the thing is, my name ain't Joseph. The second thing, I ain't riding a motorcycle in this weather. Like, let alone riding. I can barely see 10 feet in front of me right now. So, you know, this is a perfect opportunity during the winter to actually prep your motorcycle for the spring season. Right now, as I'm recording this, it is April, beginning of April. It looks like this, crazy. So, why not get your motorcycle set up in time for spring? It should be any day now. And what we show you today is how to set up your helmet for motovlogging. I know a lot of you guys want to know how to do that and what's the best method. I think I got a good setup to show you guys today, and so we'll get that going for you. Let me get out of this weather. I can barely see it, and I can't even feel my fingers. So let's get out of here. Oh, cold. All right, guys. So now that I'm warmed up and out of the cold, let's review what we need in order to set up the motorcycle helmet with a camera, mic, and well, let's see if there's anything else. I do believe that technically all you really need is a sort of action camera and a mic of some sort. And I'll walk you through the materials that I got going on, of course. So, quickly from, well, at least my left, is going to be the microphone of choice. What I'm using is the Rode Lavalier Mic 2, or Rode 2, I think is the full name. Obviously, it looks just like this, as you can see. However, it also comes in this little carrying pouch that I never use. So let's get rid of that. Put put those aside. The next one is another microphone. I'll walk you through again. This is the ever popular DJI Mic 2. So that is the second microphone that we can use. Now, kind of jumping ahead, you can use these two in tandem to make them work. However, most of the time I'll just ride with this microphone attached to the helmet. And then these two, the mics, will be used for, again, voice and exhaust sound. And I'll walk you through that, of course. Next one is the DJI Action 5 Pro. This camera is really, really good. I think it's very suitable in terms of hitting all the right criteria that I'm looking for. And in addition to it is, wow, it is not focusing. This little thing. This is the microphone adapter that plugs right into the Action 5 Pro. And I find that using it is probably the most simplest thing when you just want to get up and go and record very quickly. And lastly, I don't know what they're called. I can't remember the name right now. I'll leave it on the screen somewhere around here in order to position the camera just correctly, because every helmet's a little bit different. So I find that having this little L thing connector is useful. All right, why don't we get out the helmets and show how this whole thing's going to work. Last but not least, this little thing. It's called the quick detach mount or something like that. I find it's going to be very useful to actually get the camera on and off as quick as possible. So right now I got two helmets right in front of you, right in front of me, I should say, and they both have different ways of actually holding the camera. As you can see, this one over here, the black one, if I can get the right angle for you, it's got quite the bizarre setup, as you can see. So what I'm using is basically the standard GoPro sticky mount attached to it with a little ball point at the end. And then I'm using the same L mount thingy, my bobber, to be able to hold up the quick release mount that holds the camera in, right? Whereas for this one I'm using a very sticky glue substance, whatever you call it, 3M tape. This time it doesn't have the ball joint at the end. It's got just a standard thread to put in the same exact L mount thing that I was mentioning before. I was holding it up as well, and as you can see, It's got the same uh, quick release mount as well for the camera. So I know some of you guys don't like to use any 3M adhesive to put on your helmets. So I guess for that solution, you gotta want to go with something very simple and quick at the same time. So what I'm suggesting is finding something like this tool. I think it's pretty simple. It avoids any 3M adhesive, which could ruin the finish of your helmet. And it's very simple to put on and take off. Obviously, there's a bunch of these sort of examples. Like if you go on Amazon, you'll find probably better ones that I'm showing you over here. And smaller. So for example, I have this one. It's about, I don't know, the length of my fingers. But in case you want to use a smaller one, here's a smaller one. I guess in this example, this is for like a hat. Wouldn't really work for a helmet, but it's just supposed to be an example. They can come as, well, they come in small sizes, such as this one. It's just a simple search on Amazon, and that way you can avoid any 3M adhesive sticking to your helmet. Okay, cool. So here's the camera, right? Basically, you're gonna attach it from the bottom, and wow, it's kind of hard to do. There we go, when you're one-handed. And as you can see, automatically is attached to the helmet. Very simple. It won't actually come off unless I release it from the prongs at the bottom. Once I do that properly, obviously, it's one-handed, but there you go. And then same thing over here. Boom. And so if you have two different helmets, then this setup is pretty straightforward in terms of switching from one helmet to another while still having some sort of setup for the camera. Now, for these devices and where I get these, I'll link them in the description below, and I'll show you the webpage right now. They're fairly cheap and simple to be able to get. I do recommend getting maybe this one over here. However, it really depends on your helmet. So for example, this GoPro mount that I have attached to the helmet is very useful for this helmet because of its curved design. If we take a look at this helmet, obviously it's got a lot of vents at the front. So if I were to use this one here, it wouldn't really work. So that's why I got this different design here that actually thread in between all the vents on this helmet and holds it in place. Actually, and this one holds it in place better in a sense. But yeah, so now that we got that one going, why don't I show you how to set up the camera to the microphone? I'll show you the first method, which is just using the Rode mic, and then the second method will be how to use it with the DJI Mic 2. Technically, what you want to do is, and I'll put this little wind muff to the side here. Essentially, what you want to be able to do is thread the microphone around the helmet so that it actually connects. Well, not really connects. It's less about connecting, but more just kind of hiding the extra cable space, right? Obviously, you can get shorter cables with different microphone brands. The one I was using just has quite a bit, but no matter, it's still beneficial to have a little bit of thread just so you have a little bit of flex room. So the way I do it for this helmet is got a little bit of inner padding inside, and what I'm going to be doing is just kind of putting the cable around the inside of that inner padding, and so this microphone is going to end up near the front of the helmet. If you take a look on the inside, you'll see this little padding at the front. My aim is to kind of just have it set at the top of that padding there. It's kind of hard to see. I'll see if I can get it in first person view to be able to see what I'm talking about. Hopefully it's clear. So let me get that going. It's going to speed ramp this whole part of the video because obviously it's like boring. But have a go with your helmet and let me know if it was easy or not. Let's do this. Okay, so I threaded the whole microphone around, but what happened is as I was pulling, it looks like I pulled back the microphone, so now it's like not nowhere anywhere near my helmet. So this is why I said leave a little bit of like playing room, because stuff like this. So I'm gonna have to start this piece again, pull a little bit of the thread again, and feed it back through. You guys will probably do this better than I can, now that you're seeing this on video, of course. And there. So now, like I said, we always have this extra cable just for, you know, for whatever reason we might need it for. But obviously, if you don't need this much extra, like look how long this is. I can literally go all the way up to the camera. But technically, if you don't need all this, then you can always just feed it more cable into the back of the helmet. Now mine, I have this little open space here. That makes it very easy. But again, for me, I'm going to use it because I'm going to need it. So what I just do is with the extra bit, I just wrap it around over here. And so that takes care of our mic placement, or the microphone placement. We're going to move on to the microphones themselves and how we set it up to the camera. One thing I forgot to mention is, or not mention, but just really show you the end result. You can see the little microphone sticking out over here. What we want to do is just move that closer to where your mouth would technically be. I'm just going to put the wind mic on. And then that's basically it. Boom. And it's going to be hard to show you on this camera, so we'll show it on the first person view camera. Microphone, little microphone's right there. We got the microphone wrapped around the helmet on the inside, and we got the output right over here. Now, like I mentioned before when I was showing you the little pieces that we'll need for the helmet and the whole setup for the motovlog. The one thing we'll need to be able to do is connect this piece here into this camera. Now, obviously with this camera, there's no like input for a mic jack. It doesn't come with one. So you technically will have to purchase a accessory like this. This is the DJI Osmo mic adapter, and it's very simple. All you really need to do is open this piece up. Now, for this, what I like to do is just yank it out, boom, and it does come back. It does get back, put back easily, whatever, attaches easily. So I'm just gonna set this aside somewhere. Don't lose it, because it's helpful in making sure the camera is waterproof. So what I would like to do is to be able to just line this piece up, and boom, and attaches that easily. So, and then remember, I mentioned about the quick adapter. You just go and put it on very simply. That's it. It's done. So now, like I mentioned, this just goes on this piece right here, and you're done. Simple as that. Now, obviously, you're going to have all this slack of the cable. I'll show you how it becomes useful for the second piece, at least for if that's what you want to be able to do. But I think for the majority of the people watching, I think having this setup is going to be very simple. Now, for those interested in capturing not just your voice, but your exhaust, there's a solution for that. What if you don't want to just capture your voice? Simple. You just have to run a tube mic solution, and what that means is, no, you don't have to run another cable to your headphone again, or to your helmet, right? You just need that one mic cable. That one mic cable is going to be able to capture your voice. Well, however, if you have something called the DJI Mic 2, it's going to be very simple. All you really need to do, if I just open this up very quickly, all you're going to do is you're going to have a microphone like this. Mine came with two. I'm just using it to record this video, obviously. But what you'll be able to do is you're going to have this microphone that you're going to be able to use to run in parallel with your wow, I forget the name. Your camera. So there's two ways to do this. Essentially, when you're plugging in your mic adapter into your to be able to capture your voice, you just take this, press record on the side. It's recording right now, and this one will capture your your exhaust. What I recommend is put it on dB -12, and that will reduce the loudness of your exhaust, especially if you have a loud exhaust for your motorcycle. Also, the one thing I like to do is I like to take a piece of like small towel or something like a hand cloth and just wrap the microphone and then put it either in my backpack or I put it either in my pant pocket. So it's as simple as that. Now, the cool thing about this is if you have two DJI mic adapters, right? If you got two of them, the cool thing about the DJI Action 5 Pro is that you can sync two microphones to the DJI Action 5 Pro. And you don't technically even need this. For those technicalities, I think I'm going to save that for another video. But my recommendation is if you don't want to deal with having more than like one mic and you just want to get up and go, I think having the single mic. Oh yeah, one key note. You're probably wondering, how does having this connect? It's simple. There's a mic adapter that you just plug in right there, and then you can either leave this on the side of the Action 5 Pro, but if you're worried about it falling off mid-ride, you could just attach it to your pant pocket, as you can kind of see on the corner of the screen there. And that's why I have a lot of thread going on over here, just so it makes it easy for it to run it through my clothes so that it just stays on my pant pocket, for example. And that's basically it. Let me know if I kind of skip on any details. If you guys got any questions, just, throw it in the comments below. Maybe I'll cover it up in a follow-up video. Again, I like to do question and answers, so maybe I'll cover it in that video as well. Is there a setup that I've missed that you think that I should have covered? Let me know in the comments as well. I'll probably do a follow-up video on that as well. Like, I'd love to see what ideas are out there. This is sort of just covering a simple setup that I think a lot of people would follow as well. I'd follow it myself maybe 80% of the time unless I need to capture some exhaust. Let me know, and I'll see you guys next time.